Dubstep is most definitely still a thing. How dare ye? How dare ye? Bonjour. Hello. How are we doing? How are we doing? Kirsty, Cisco, Walter, Alex, Ashir. How we doing? Ugh. I have no idea the reference, I'm afraid. I thought you were kicking off. Elizabeth's here as well. How we doing? Right, let's have a look at what I'm doing. Right, you're at a bit of an angle because I am recording content for Instagram. I might be able to like move you into a different area. That's the best you're gonna get for now. Here we say Goedenavond. Hope you don't have me say something naughty then. Okay, right, so yeah, you're a bit of a skew for a minute. We're gonna record some content. It wouldn't be Halloween without a scary Pokemon design, which I want to do. So I have a little design I want to quickly do for content wise for the old Instagram, and then I will get on with the doodle of the week. Julie's here as well. Disappointing job. I'm awfully sorry, darling. How's everybody doing? Right, let's get started on recording this. What has happened there? As close as I can get, that would do. Grab that. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to get through this content and natter at the same time. I can't make the video too long, so fingers crossed I can get through this. So no drawing this evening, not together, but I'll be drawing for content wise. That's pretty much, like I say every time, sort of what I plan these tutorials to be. It's a way of me getting content done, practicing content, whether it's tutorials or whatnot, or just content for Instagram, and then occasional draw alongs, but they're very, very infrequent. And Julie, I'm sitting working on my drawing challenge now. This is a hard one. No, it's not. Come on, you've figured out harder stuff with the drawing challenges than that. Right. We'll do a draw along again at some point. It's another tutorial I've got to try and plan, essentially. So it's quite a lot of extra work to do, but we'll try and fit one in at some point. Right, let's start this content. Let's record. Plenty of time. Good. Right, cool. I can't even see my sketch here. There we go. Then pick the palette. How are we doing? We all having a good week? And apart from Elizabeth's in pain, but she's all good. That's the, okay, cool. Let's start monoline. Oh no, Kirsty's not well either. Oh God. We're all going down a pan. What's up with everyone? Why are we all low? What's going on? Right. Who have we got in here today then? We got Julie, we got Kirsty, we got Elizabeth. Who else we got? Siska. Alex Hinz as well. Is that a new face? One eye done. Get the other one done. Oh, Bart's here as well. Devon's here. What's up, guys? How you doing, Devon? Bart, all good. Resting before a meeting tomorrow for 4 commission pieces. Gee, is that... So what is it you do, Bart? Is that commissions on Procreate? Interested to see what sort of stuff you get up to. I've had a bit of a resurgence in commission pieces recently. Went really quiet during the year, and then it's picking back up again. Not sure how I feel about it. Sometimes it's a lot of extra work when I got some pretty needy patrons to be looking after. Cat, I am working on I'm just currently drawing some content for Instagram real quick. I am working on a Gengar design, Gengar Pokemon. So just drawing that out. I wanted to draw it for a couple of days now, just not really had time. So get that done. A little bit of content for Instagram. This probably won't be a tutorial, just in case anybody's thinking it. It will be just some content for the old Insta. No, I wouldn't be talking about you lot if I was saying needy, would I? Can't believe the uproar at the drawing challenge. Damn it. Oh, let me catch up. Sorry, guys. David got your paperlike yesterday. Sweet. What do you reckon? Have you had a chance to use it yet, though? Devin, it was me and you that were talking in a stream previously, weren't we? About, I think it was about the differences between what I would recommend between a pen tip and a paperlike. I think I remember. Sweet, that's all come together. Let's drag that in there. Oh cool, let me catch up with everybody. Sorry guys. Actually. Oh, you're funny. How do you like it, Devin? Get scratchy, but pretty easy. Yeah, I've noticed that they scratch up quite easily at the beginning, but eventually you sort of take off a layer in a sense of the texture, and then after that you end up with a little just matte, pretty easy standard matte protector really. Does anyone want this stencil? I've just thought I've got a stencil here on the page. If anyone wants it, I'll pop it in the Discord. If you want to sort of not draw along, but if you want to, in a sense, you know, do the same thing as me, you're more than welcome. Alright, so there's the old Gingat. Kirsty, you want the stencil? You say? And let me catch up with everybody else, 2 seconds. Hi from Australia. Just chilling in bed, watching the magic happen on screen. Thank you, Margaret. And yeah, I'm in college class writing some notes now, and it's awesome. Ah, cool. Nah, we're talking about our tattoos, Joe. Oh, you all want the stencil. Alright, so in there, that's a PNG of a very transparent stencil in the Discord, okay? So you might have to, depending on if you're hang on, before you even ask, I'll show you the palette as well. That go through? Okay, so you might have to 2 seconds, folks. You might have to duplicate the stencil a couple of times to make it a bit brighter, but otherwise the stencil and the palette is in the Discord. Ugh. How can I do this for you guys? Because if you want to follow along, how can I explain this? You're going to have to draw out the shapes first. Let me fly through this. Potentially we'll do it together once you get everything done, because this is just for content at the minute, so it won't take me too long to fly through, I don't think. You can get an idea for what I'm going to do, and maybe even try it out yourself, just if you want to. So let's go to Gengar. So I'm typically doing my very normal, pretty boring lighting sources again. So, you know, I like to do it. I like to keep practicing on it, and it's a style. It is what it is. And then I'm gonna go for a red. I think it was. Okay, and then let me catch up. Show us your ink jar. He's almost as inky as me. Well, can you even see anything? Oh, I suppose you can see my wrist. I keep getting asked for this every live stream of like maybe doing like an actual reveal of all of it, but sorry. Oh, see your D. Sorry, I thought you meant you could see my D. I was like, what? I genuinely looked up. For a start, I've got trousers on, so I don't even know why I even bothered looking up. But you're talking to Devin, so that kind of makes more sense. But the Jesus, wow. Right, anyway, let me carry on drawing this. I genuinely thought you said, I can see your D to me. That's crazy. Try and clip to that. I think it's some wishful thinking there, yeah, for sure. Sorry guys, if you think I'm flying through this, I am for a second. Again, get the content done, and if you want to, we can maybe go through it together if you want. I was going to get my drawing challenge done, but if it's something you fancy doing. Yeah. That's good, that's coming together nicely. What's up, Chrissy? How you doing? Good to see you. Look at that green badge. And you think I put a wee heart at the end too? Jesus. Dobby is here as well. Dobbarada. Oof, Jesus. Concentrating so hard here. Can you blame him, to be fair? Can you blame him? I tell you what, week in, week out, these accents just get more and more top notch. And I don't need any to even agree. I know what's going on. If I go to here now and change the body to the darker purple, it should. Yeah, that's the one. Sorry guys, I'll go through this for you. Nice, that's looking cool. Let's make his eyes glow. I did this earlier as well. Sorry. Go back and look at you guys for a minute, what you're doing. Kim Stevenson's here. How you doing? You definitely have been practicing between bids, yeah, for sure. Scottish Whip. He hasn't denied it. Gengar is one of my favorite Pokemon. Gengar is a cool Pokemon. I think it's underrated though. I think for me it's shiny. It's shiny. It's just dreadful, which is really annoying. Christy, I still need to do my accent. I've got so much homework to do. Kirsty's here. And Dobby with the $5 super chat. Super chat. Thank you, Dobby. The message is for the Holland. Viva la Holland. Thank you, Dobby, for the love. Appreciate the super chat. You're a beauty. Wooper is the cutest Pokemon. Whoa, debatable, but underrated also. I'm not happy with the teeth. On the stencil, there is actually some lines if you want to add them to the teeth as well. Right, let's just quickly get back through these. And then I need to now go ahead and add in some super punchy highlights and stuff. Tinker with the design prior to the big finale. Brushing? Yep. Dobby, again, appreciate the love with the super chat. Yada babe. Harrison Montoya, hola. How you doing? Yad beauty. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Guys, we're back. Sorry I'm a little late. You're only about 4 streams late, I think. We're just shooting some porn. Punchy. Shoot some bimbo. No, don't like that. Go ahead. If you're a Pokemon fan, what's your favourite Pokemon? Completely. I've got a soft spot for it because when I was younger, obviously, grew up with the whole thing, and still play the games on the Switch as and when they actually decide to bother releasing any. I think it's a new one next month, actually. Well, it's not new, it's a remake. That's better. That is much better. Next I think the purple's alright. It's just the red that needs doing. For something like this as well with the dual lighting, Gengar's actually a relatively easy one to do because it's got quite a smooth rounded body. There's no like texture to it, so it's quite a good little bit of practice for adding in highlights and stuff. And to me now, this edge down here is nowhere near bright enough. Let me catch back up with you guys for a sec. Whoa, Christy said she'd never watched Pokemon. Damn. I got one little fire. Margaret, Poliwhirl is my favourite. Poliwhirl's beauty. Smooth rounded body like me. I just need more punch. Yeah, for sure. Add in a little bit more down here, and then also round that off a little bit more just to create the body shapes. Oh, it's all the same layer, isn't it? That is much better. And then up here, same layer? Yeah. Now I'm going to add a new layer here just to try and see if I can emphasize the purples a little bit more. Worried that they will just completely just go nuts. No, they actually add quite a bit. That looks pretty good. I quite like that it makes them slightly sort of pink on the tips there. Julie, how's the rest of your little American food parcel going? What's been the highlight? Is Marie here? Yes, Marie is here. how is yours going? What's been your favourite from your little exchange? This song just sounds like a bunch of doorbells going off. Okay, that's a pretty cool animation there. So if I go from like here, let's go full screen. And I'll go bam. Hang on, let's go back. Let's try and emphasize these eyes a little bit more. Too much. Too much. Take it away. I feel like the teeth just maybe need lowering down to like slightly off-white. Can I go a little bit darker than that? Let's just try something else. Okay, yeah, so let's do the old forefinger there. Sign off the video with please save, don't mess up like you usually do. Magic. Right, let's grab that phone. Double check that actually did. Yep, we're good. Okay, cool, there's a little bit of content. Right, let's move you guys back into position, shall we? Get you comfy. There you go. Right, let me catch back up with you lot. What are you talking about? What are you going on about? What are we all going on about? I think that's where I got up to. I attended today because it was face reveal. I want my money back. I'll send it to you. Give me your PayPal details, I'll send it back to you. Okay, what are we drawing? Did we see Joel's face yet? Nope, and nope. We should be asking him to do a self-portrait, dang it. Just a tip. I'll be getting mine soon. Anyone want a New Zealand sub? We have good chocolate. Oh, damn. And Jose, love your videos, very relaxing. Thank you, dude. Thank you for dropping in and sharing some love. Appreciate you being here. Let's try and sort this camera out. It's a bit bright, isn't it? Oh, we just completely won't dark that. That's better. That looks a lot more. That's a lot closer to what I've got. Let's also move this light down and charge. That's better. And now I can't see the chat. Right. I can see you and your lovely faces now. My box was awesome. There's not much candy corn left. I've never had candy corn. Oh, by the way, Shiny Umbreon is my favourite Pokemon. Because he's shady and sly. It's the black and blue combination for sure. I've never had candy corn, Julie. No, never. And Elizabeth, I love Eevee and her evolutions. I think Umbreon's got to be the best one though. I would do a chocolate exchange only in the dead of winter. Joel, have you tried candy corn? Dying to know. Oh, sorry, yeah, no. Eventually got there. No, I have not. I would donate Fresh Prince. I would donate, Joel, but I'm a student and need it for ramen noodles. Listen, you get through the week. That's all you need to worry about. Don't you worry about me. But I appreciate the idea. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Elizabeth, sounds like you need an assistant. Assistant D. Damn. And Kat, great job. Thank you very much. Listen, I've had a really good week this week. This week's been, I don't know, like last week towards the end of the week. So I obviously spoke to you last Wednesday. We had a really good week with subscribers on YouTube. We had it just flying. I don't know why. I think a couple of my YouTube shorts did really well, which I was really pleased about. And we ended up getting quite a few numbers from it all, which was really cool. And I'm desperately in my mind trying to hit 10k by the end of the year. Like, even if I get all the way to 10k by, I think it's January 14th, which the channel will be 1 year old at that point. I'll be pleased. But I'm thinking I'm hopefully going to get it in December, which would mean that I would have got 10k in the first, within a year of it all going live, so YouTube and everything, which, like I said, is my goal, is what I'm working towards and trying to push a lot of people towards. So we yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Anyway, I had a big account reach out to me. They've got like 1.6 million followers on Instagram. They've actually got 2 million on Snapchat, which I didn't even realize people were still using, but 2 million on there, and they're going to feature my content both on their Snapchat and Instagram coming up on, I think it's going to be next week, I think. But anyway, yeah, sorted that all out, so I was really pleased with that. And fingers crossed it's going to be some good growth. And then the Patreon tutorial, which if you haven't already seen it, which I would imagine you have because I just don't stop posting it everywhere. Mario, come on. Why are you not working? It's basically this. This one's a version I did before. Actually, let's show the proper one because I actually don't like that one. That one's got too much smoke on it. The Patreon exclusive also has done really well. We've had a lot of faces come back to Patreon, which is really cool. Like the people that have maybe just, you know, taken a month off, understandably. No grudges against anyone doing that at all. But people coming back to Patreon. It's growing like, it's been a bit of a week this week where it's starting to really hit me, all the numbers and stuff, and how far it's going, which is awesome. So yeah, a bit of an eye-opening week, which is cool. And yeah, this doing well. The pumpkin video did well. I mean, I've never seen so many pumpkins in my life, so I tagged in all of them, which is fantastic. Everybody's work is so good. Like, it's so good. You guys nail it as well every time. And it's awesome. Real cool. So, let me catch up with you guys anyway. Lizzie, my dear, please try not to type it again. Please and thank you, lovely. So, oh, okay. And Tarkisia, how are you doing? Great to see you back in the chat. Cool. Yeah, pretty good week. Pretty good week. Let's just... So yeah, Guys, what do you want to do? Do you want to try and draw that together? We got loads of time. If you want to draw the Gengar together, if we got enough of you that's going to do it. Rebel's here as well. How you doing? Good to see ya. That's not my actual accent. This is what we drew a second ago, Rebel. I can raise you a third course of antibiotics and an ECG monitor strapped to my chest, Lily. Jeez. Oh, sorry, I also missed. I've just glanced over at a point a second ago. Marie, I'm doing my first live this Saturday. I have an assistant or two. Marie, what time are you going live? Can you... I would love to tune in if you want to drop us a message maybe in Discord or something. I would happily go and take a look. I'm assuming we're not doing the draw along. If you don't want to do it, I will draw something else. What did I have planned? Oh, draw the doodle. Very cool. Sorry I'm late to the game. Needed to wait for a court break. They frown upon jury members YouTubing during trials. Lame, whatever. Yeah, it's pretty awful. How is court going without any naughty, cheeky details? And Kirsty, I would love to draw along, Joel, please. Otherwise, I'll be a wet mop in chat. Alright, go on then. We'll do it. If you are watching this back afterwards and the video is no longer live, check the description down below. I'll leave a link to the palette and the stencil that you can use for this, and you'll save some time, and we'll go from there. So if you want to download that content now, I'll create a new palette or a new canvas even, and we'll do it again. Canvas size needs to be 2000 by 2000, and you need the content in the description down below. So I'm going to scale mine up there in terms of opacity, and you can see the sketch I made. So that's just a simple sketch on top of the image of it to get all the shapes that I need, and then from there you can start to put your lighting in and everything else. Is anybody doing Inktober? Is that when you get a tattoo a day, or are you doing a Procreate design every day, Jose? Jose. I can't draw along either, Christy. I'm at work, but I want to. I'll put all the content, Christy, in the Discord as well. If you want to download the content afterwards, you can follow along maybe with the non-live version. It's been a year since my surgery and it's still not 100%. God, you lot are all really trying to one-up each other. But I'm not doing it. I mean, I basically do Inktober with everything, but not specifically a design a day. Kirsty, my sweet pea. Just let me know when you're ready and we'll do it. But don't be falling behind now. Oh, lots to be doing. Or should I just pack the stream up now? I've done my work really. I could just call it a night. We could all get an early night. You lot. Oh, you are ready. Right, okay. So you got your stencil ready to go. Right, so let's look at the palette. Okay, first column here is all the colours for the body of Gengar, but there are colours in here that I was dabbling with that I've not ended up using, so it's up to you if you want to use them as well. But really we're going to focus on this middle colour and the bottom colour. So what we need to do, select the middle colour and let's create a new layer. Ignore my group here. What's on this layer? Just delete that. So on an empty layer and underneath the sketch, you want to keep the sketch at the top layer. we're gonna, first of all, what should we draw in first? Let's do the eyes. Let's do it in the order. So sorry, let's switch to this color here. Top color on the third column in the palette. Top color, third column. And then we're gonna draw in the eyes. So switch your brush out to your monoline brush under calligraphy. Brush size doesn't really matter too much. And then just draw these eyes in. So that line up to here. It's not a straight line though. And then you want to draw from this point all the way around and hold your pen at the end so you get a nice arc. Make it nice and smooth. Drag and drop your colour in. That's one eye done. And then let's go across to the other eye and do exactly the same. So starting here, going up to just where the sort of arc comes around and meets the top of the eye. And then hold your pen at the end, get a nice smooth arc and drag and drop your colour in. And we should have our two eyes ready to go. Give me a 1 in the chat when you're ready. Talking about ink there for a sec. I think I'm dying to get a new tattoo, you know. Lately I've just had the feeling for it. Just want to blast my whole leg, ankle all the way up to my cheeks. Cursed with a 2. Does that actually mean that you're not ready, or you are ready? Oh, you mean 1. Jesus. Right, let's create a new layer above the eyes and tap on that layer and clip and mask it. And then let's go for this green here, sort of green color on its own. And then this shape here, we're going to do 1 round with green and then we're going to do 1 round with white. So we're going to go down and then go back up, hold your pen to get a nice smooth arc, and then link your shape so you can drag and drop your colour in. And then move across. And let's go down here. Do the same on this side and drag and drop the colour in. Down, link your line at the top, don't do that. And then let's change the colour out to white. So go up to your colours, double tap to select white. And then this little arc here is what we need to fill in for the eye. And then fill in this gap. Move across and do the same on this side. And fill that gap in like so. And then we've got some cool animated eyes. Again, give me a 1 when you're done. Oh, what are you all chatting about? What are you chatting about? Next Discord challenge is to design Joel's next tattoo. Jesus. The one with the most likes, right? Okay. Let's draw in the mouth next. So let's create another new layer above, not clipped. And let's do the mouth. Now some of these lines go a little bit further than they need to. You only really need to, again, do it where they meet. So like here and here, basically. So draw the first. This is a matter of just drawing 2 arcs. So start up here. Draw that in. Hold your pen down. Get a nice smooth arc like so. And then rotate your canvas if you need to, like I am, just to try and get an easier angle to then draw in the second arc. Hold your pen down to adjust it. If you need to, you might have to go back in and just link these up a little better than I've done. Otherwise, you should be able to just drag and drop your colour in. And we've got the big old grin. Louise Kane's here, good to see you. How you doing? Elizabeth, I found that Tib and Fib group. It's an awesome group. Tib and Fib. Once we've done that, the only thing we need to do really is create a new line, a new layer above the mouth and tap on it and also clip and mask it. So we can add in the lines for the teeth. Now you might have to say lower the opacity down of the mouth layer here, so the white layer, and then go up to the clipped layer and change your color to black, and then just reduce your brush size if you need to. Just a message from Christy there. Joel, can you design a tattoo for me? You want an official Joel Create design tattoo. What sort of tattoo would you get, Christy? You just want the Joel Create logo, yeah? I don't own like a restaurant or anything though that I can give you like, I don't know, free meals for life or something, you know? When you zoom back out, you should be able to just bring up the opacity again of the white teeth back up to 100%, and then just lower the black lines you just created, probably down to about 10% is pretty good. And then just give me a 1 in the chat if you're good to carry on. It's very hard. I really should join the groove. Thank you for telling me about it. As long as it's not an aubergine bat signal, you should be golden. Yeah. Okay, Kirsty. We're flying. We're flying. Okay, cool. Right. Now we're going to draw the body, so this may take a couple of attempts. We're going to create a new layer underneath our eyes here. We're going to switch our colour out to the middle colour of purples. And then it's a matter really, I'm going to very quickly just sort of outline what we are drawing. We're drawing down here, all the way around this leg, up round here, and then all the spikes at the top, and then up here for this spike. We're leaving out this arm, and this leg to hide them layers in behind. So that's essentially the shape that you need to follow. Some of the lines don't match because I didn't intend on doing it like this. The best way to do it is to start on the left side again, go here, start up here, and then draw in an arc all the way down to here. Hold your pen down, that'll give your body a nice smooth arc. And then from here, just continue to draw all the way around Gengar. Going around the foot here. Actually, you know, try and stay in the lines, unlike moi. That is dreadful. Christ, do I do this? Do I do this normally? I remember when when I did my first live, everybody loved it for the fact that they were like, "Oh, wow, you make mistakes as well." Oh, cool. Cheers for pointing that out. Appreciate it. But it was interesting for everybody to see that it's not just a one-take wonder. Damn, I'm being really lazy with my lines right now. Oh, that is dreadful. Let's do that. Sort that out. When you're done, Christy, outlining that, drag and drop your purple in and you'll have the main body done. And then let me know when you've done that. You're probably ahead of me. I haven't thought too much, but I want my wrist up to my elbow done. Interesting. I'd quite like to think what I would do if I was to redo my sleeves one day, like, or just if I had the opportunity to start again, which these things are permanent. Nobody tells you, but they're actually permanent. I feel like somebody should have put that like on the box or something. And Louise, I don't like getting a tattoo. I don't like getting a tattoo, but I don't mind getting a small one on my wrist. It will be the crest of courage from Digimon. I haven't watched Digimon in so long. Wow. Now we just make fun of you for them. How far we have come. Sometimes mistakes for us, it's major. Sometimes mistakes for us, it's major, but to others watching, it doesn't look like a mistake. That is true. It's about confidence. If you can just pull it off, it's easy. Kirsty, we're going to create a new layer underneath the body. And then let's actually create 2 more, because we want 3 empty layers underneath the body of Gengar here. And then we're just going to do the same. We're going to draw in the arms now. You just have to draw your lines in. And then when you get all the way around to the body, you have to draw a line that you might not be able to see in behind, just to link up your shape, and drag and drop it in. And then for each limb, just go onto the empty layer again, the next empty layer. Marie, what's going to be the topic of your live stream? And are you doing it on YouTube? Or are you doing it on Twitch? I assume you're doing it on YouTube because, you know, you got some big numbers over there. You got some big numbers. And link up. So you should have each limb now on its, well, all three of them, because one of them we're doing attached to the body, the leg at the front. Again, just give me a 1, Kirsty, when you are done. Elizabeth, are you on Discord? I don't think Elizabeth is on Discord, is she? Let's have a quick look, gander at Discord while I take a look. Hey, we've had loads of people join the Discord recently, haven't we? Well, that's sick. Strong Bird with the Gengar design over on Discord. That is sick. And real quick, tutorial suggestions. Yeah, saw that one already. And Rebel. Can't see the message. Update, thoughts, overlay, no overlay. Where's the overlay, sorry? Oh, is that the layer opacity? I prefer the top one actually for a change. I quite like the lighter colour scheme to it. If you're still here, Rebel. Yeah, top one, I agree with Dobby. Now I'll come back to the rest of it later on. Kirsty is ready. So Kirsty, what we're going to do now is just take a look at your stencil. It will show you the body shapes so you can see the difference in the shapes. So at this point what we need to do is create 2 light sources. So create another new layer and drag it underneath all your layers towards the bottom. And then you can either pick from these fluorescent sort of colours on the right hand side, or you can pick any colour you want. Now in my one I did before, I picked this colour here. And then I think I picked this purple up here. But I can show you a way to change your colours at the end if you don't like it. But I'm probably going to go with... I don't want to gamble. I think I'm going to... I want to do it differently. I'm going to go with the... I'll go with the light blue this time. And I'm going to go with... I don't want to go for yellow. I'm just going to try something different. I'm going to go for a green. So if you want to follow along with the same green, that's where my disc is. So we've got the colour here and the selector is here. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do green and I'm going to do pink. So green and pink, that's what I'm going to do. So let's go green. And all I'm going to do is change my brush out to the soft air brush because we're just primarily now going to use that. I'm going to make it about 30% and I'm going to tap in the middle of the screen, get a little glow. And then I'm going to move and expand that up and move it down into this bottom left hand corner. And we've got one glow there. Lower the opacity down there. Probably something around about 50. Pretty good. And create a new layer and then do the same but put it in the top right hand corner for your other colour. So I'm going to do green and I'm going to do pink. I'm going to tap in the middle of the screen. I've got to make sure it's a good strong glow. Scale that up and move it up into the top right hand corner. And then we've got to lower the opacity down. And you should have 2 colours then, just to give you an idea of where your light source is coming from. So we could chat about our break without disturbing. You're not disturbing my life. I'd rather you be in here. Kick you out of Discord, right back into it. On YouTube, it's me and my crafty best friend making a wire crown for no reason at all and talking to the chat peeps. Well, I will absolutely be there. You got any idea what time that's going to be, Marie? Cool. So now we've got all of our shapes. It's a matter of, I say this and I don't say it repetitively because I enjoy saying it, but we've got to build that color up. You got to build that color up. Just put the emoji in the chat. You've got the emoji for build the color. You got to build that color up. So we need to start with the foundation lighting, build the color, and then create really bright highlights at the end. Look at that. I could be like a game show host. Did you see how, look at that. Bam. And here's what you could have won. 7 PM on Saturday. So what time does that make it for me? Oh, damn. I don't know what that would refer to time-wise. I'm guessing that's about midnight, slightly later for me. So what we'll do, guys, is we'll go up to our layers. Let's start on the body first. So find your body layer. Create a new layer above, tap on it and use the option of clipping mask, and then start with the last color you had, which is pink for me up in this top right hand corner. And we need to look at where the light's coming. So it's hitting here, it's going to hit the right hand side of all these spikes. Now the one thing you need to bear in mind with Gengar is its body is essentially rounded. So, well, it is rounded. So essentially there's like a line here, okay? Like that kind of line there, and then everything else hits these points and then sort of blends down into the body. So that's me just sort of whacking in a bit of colour there, but you can essentially use that as sort of a guide to say that all of this highlight down here needs to just blend into a rounded shape here. So this line here will go all the way around and link up to that line essentially. So I'm going to, I mean, to be honest with you, I might have already just nailed that, but I want to do it again. So first thing I'm going to do is the spikes at the top, so the ears, I guess, and make our way in from there. So across the top here of the ear. You see how I'm sort of blending it out towards this edge and then bringing it down into here. And reduce the brush size down again a little bit more. And then all of these spikes here, they just need a little bit of highlight. And you want to try and create the 3D shape of the spikes. You can see I'm dragging it down into here and then coming across. And I'm going to do that for all of them, just where it's obviously applicable. So something like that's good. Maybe a tiny bit on the top there. And then these ones here, get some lighting on the right hand side. And then likewise the top of this ear as well. That's pretty good. And then what we want to do is we then want to draw in that line essentially. So start maybe here and just, this is the bit where you've got to be super light because of the curve. So I kind of usually start in the middle and make my way around like that in a shape like this. And then just bring that light in down towards the eyes a little bit. You should end up with like a rounded shape at the top and all this colour in on the spikes at the top there. Now I'm just going to link these up a little bit more. Other than that, pretty happy with that. And that's our base. We'll come back to that if we want to. Although maybe increase your brush size, again go very lightly and just bring that pink down the body a little bit towards the eyes even more. You should end up with something like that. So let me know when you are good to carry on with that. I think we'll blend that down there a little bit. And if I actually turn off the guide at the top now, you should be able to perfectly see that sort of curvature and the ears as well. You better talk in her chat as much as she does in yours, Joel. She's only just got here. She's late for a start, so maybe I'll turn up at, what time she's saying? 12:01. Maybe I'll turn up at maybe 2 o'clock, maybe 2, 3 o'clock. You know what I mean? I'll pop in, say hello. Maybe I'll also, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, drop in and promote that, I'll be going live on Wednesdays between 8 and 9, What's the word I'm looking for? Not promote. Basically, Man, you're good. Talking to me, Marie? If you are, I appreciate it. Just wait for Kirsty, I think we're waiting for. I'll have a swig of the old Bull Red. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do all of the top right colour first, and then we'll come back in and add some more in a second with the greens. Well, for me, green. So let's go down to our layers. Let's take a look. So the next arm is the one over here on the right. That is going to get some pink, so I'm going to create a new layer above it, tap on it, clipping mask it. And then again, lighting's coming from here, so we're going to hit this surface here, mainly, of the arm. But again, these sort of fingertips, again, you can start to create some sort of shapes in here. So again, hit the right side a bit more. Likewise, the right side of this sort of fingertip as well. And maybe, do we do any there? No, maybe we just add a tiny glow on the end. But you're creating like shadows and highlights at exactly the same time. You can see there. And again, that's pretty much it really for that particular arm. We can move on to the next one. So I assume you'll move on to the next one. I'll move on one more, which is just to the arm on the other side. So I'm going to create a new layer, clipping mask it to the arm on the left hand side. And then I'm going to do the same. Add that pink across the top with a larger brush size. And then reduce that brush size down to create some highlights and shadows at the same time. So you create the sort of tips of the fingers on either side like so. And then you end up with a nice base highlight there for the two arms. When you're ready, we'll move on to the bottom half of the design, which is now going to switch the colour out really to green for me. So I'll grab that green while I wait for you. Look at this, it's a one-to-one tutorial. Bam. I'm going to do my Doodle challenge after this. Where is everybody's Doodle challenge? Julie, where is yours? Okay, one in the chat, let's move on. So the next leg is this one here, down here on the left-hand side. So let's create a new layer above that, clipping mask it. Green for me too. I'm always getting these ones to ones. Yeah, but usually I ain't got any clothes on. Anyway, so we'll increase our green now on this left hand side, and let's just add the green glow from the bottom. And again, same as before, add in sort of the big sort of shape and colour, and then these sort of toes down here, you can create little shapes off of them. So again, off of the point here, you can create a toe like that, and then likewise here as well. Just add those highlights in, and that just creates a lot more depth in the design. Anyone have any recommendations for your iPad? Mine's gone to better places. I actually just have a flip folio case for mine. I just have a magnetic flip folio. That's all I use, and just pops straight onto the back. It doesn't really protect it all that much really, but I never really take it out of the house, so it's perfect for me. So that green's not bright enough. Let's add that punchy green likewise, you can just sort of bring that around the ankle a little bit more. Add that green in there. That's nice and bright. Got to be careful with this green though, because it really will go nuts. And then let's move to the next layer. So looking at that, we can now move back up the layers. So it's this arm here on the left hand side. Kirsty, don't you get distracted now. Let's create a new layer above this arm on the left hand side there. So I'll create another new one. We're separating the green and the pink in case we lower the opacity of anything or want to manually adjust individual layers. I always create layers individually. It's just easier that way. You've got full control over the design. You can pick what you want. What is that donation? Oh, it's not. It's a new patron. Phil. Phil, if you're in the chat, thank you for becoming a patron. I'll send you a welcome message shortly with all the details so you get all your lovely extra access. But Phil, if you are here, thank you for becoming a patron. I hope you enjoy all the tutorials that you get now. Let me go check my phone a second. Guys, I know I said it earlier, but this month is starting to blow my mind with patrons. I am quite literally blown away by it. It's nuts. Just the other day we were talking about staying over 100 and making sure we stay above 100. And we are currently sat at 131, and that was only last month. And I just can't believe we're pushing further, pushing even higher, up towards, you know, maybe even 200. At what point do I have to put a new goal up to say I'll do a Patreon exclusive tutorial every single week? Damn, 300? 300 patrons? I'll wait for you to go. We'll start kicking off. Christy, where are you up to, Pet? Have you got up to doing this arm here on the left hand side? And Julie, Julie making a new best friend. And Marie, best decision ever, Phil. Yeah, damn right. Thank you, Marie, for the support. Just leave it, Joel. That's crazy. So I will be honest. At one point, when it's at a number that is like full time, make this like full time, it will move to 1 a week. But that's when it becomes full time. It really does help being 3 a month at the minute, because it gives me 1 week to either plan some content or get ahead of myself in a sense. So at the minute that's fine, but genuinely when it gets to a level that I'll go, right, let's do this, I will I'll make sure it's 1 a week. Right, let's then move to the body. So the next layer up, because the arm over here is completely covered by the body, so we don't need to bother. We can just do the body now. So if we go back to the body layer, let's create a new layer, and then with the green, we're going to do the underside here. Start off nice and light, doing your foundation colors, and then bring that color around. So a bit green underside here, bit on the foot. Bringing it up towards the mouth a little bit, because you want to create that sort of belly undershine. And something nice and light like that to start with looks really good. Please stay on live till Kirsty goes to bed, Joel. I'm scared. Why? Why? I'll be giving you a call when this Gengar is done, Miss Julie. Oh, I'm with you now. You better be, George. I have some words for you, woman. Okay, so once you've added your foundation colour in, let's reduce the brush size down and start to stroke that belly. Adding in that green around the bottom. And then again, you want to try and create, I'm going to just press really hard here so you can see a line here. You want to create that belly that goes all the way sort of round to roughly here. So undo that. You want to try and create a rounded sort of shape that goes roughly to here, and then fade that up and in to the body. But make sure it's nice and smooth. And I'm going to go backwards and forwards, punching out that green, likewise under here as well. I think it's like the tail. That's looking pretty good. And then likewise, let's do this leg as well. So add a highlight around the edge of it. And that's looking really good, actually. I'm quite happy with that. That green is very punchy. We've got to be aware of that. Right, guys. I have to concentrate. I will have to love you and leave you. Christy, thank you so much for dropping in, as always. Appreciate the support and dropping in and saying hello. You enjoy the rest of your day. And we'll see you next week. Kirsty, let me know when you're done with the underside there, and we'll move on to a couple of the other little bits that we've got to adjust. Julie, stop winding her up. For God's sake. It's like having children in here. Okay, cool. If you're ready then, we will. Now, me personally, I'm just going to quickly jump back to this leg. The amount of green that I've added to the body here, this just needs a little touch up. So if you don't need to do that, give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to add in a bit more green in there. 2 secs. I think that's a bit better. Yeah, that's cool. Right, so going back to the main body of Gengar, so the main pink layer, well, it's purple. And there's actually a slightly darker version. Now we've added our highlights, I want to darken the body. It's too bright. It doesn't work very well for shadows. So we're going to go back to our colours. And you see this dark colour at the bottom of the first stack? We're going to drag and drop that into the body of Gengar. That will make it really dark. But the pinks and stuff and the lighting will really start to emphasise everything about the body shape. Now, it's up to you. If you want to repeat this process and drag it into the arms, like, oh, wrong arm. If you want to drag it into the arms, you can do. You can drag it into all of the other arms. And then essentially what that will do is it darkens up Gengar's body enough that the highlights are the only things that are really sort of colourful on the body. It's still purple, but it's slightly darker. So if you are going to do that, if you do that now, and I will wait for you. I think I'm just going to adjust this spike here real quick because it's not the right amount of colour. Cool. So we'll do the eyes next. If we go to the eyes of Gengar, we're going to create a new layer above it, but underneath the eyes. Actually, let's do it underneath the eyes to start with. We're going to switch the colour out to the darker red. And then all we're going to do is we're going to create some shadows under the lids. So my brush size is set to like something like 3 or 4%. Just creating a shadow underneath the top of the eyes there. And then likewise, we need to make these eyes nice and rounded in 3D. So we're going to add a nice soft glow around the bottom. Well, I say glow, it's actually a shadow. So around the bottom there, until you create a nice rounded, smooth bit of colour there. And do that on both eyes. So go across the top here, like so, and then go around here at the bottom. And then we should end up with a nice 3D looking set of eyes there. Like so. Excuse me. Arturus is here. How you doing? Recent patron. Thank you, Kirsty. Thank you. Kirsty, if you're done with the shadows there, we'll move on to some shadows, another set of hot shadows. So I'll just wait for the one then, just so you know. So above the eyes that are also clipped to Game Guy's eyes, we're going to create another new layer and tap on that and make sure that's also clipped. And then let's change the color to black. And then we're just going to add a little bit of a shadow just on top of the eyes. So it puts the eyes underneath the lid still, but I didn't want to paint red over the top of them. And then likewise here, shadow on top of the eyes as well. Like so. That looks really cool. I can't tell if that one means that you've done with the black bit or not. Put another one if you are ready. Oh, my arm is killing me. Julia, are you getting on with your drawing challenge while you're listening? Or have you got your feet up? All up to date, my dear. Continue. Magic. Okay, cool. So let's go and on a new layer again. Tap on new layer and tap on it and clipping mask it. Let's change our color to white. So double tap at top left to select white. And then what we need to do is we just need to add a little shimmer underneath the eye. So I'm lowering my size of my brush to about 2% and just adding a little bit of a sort of very light shimmer down the bottom here. Like so. Create that 3D looking glass eye look. And then likewise, we're going to do the same under here. And then we should end up with two pretty glassy looking eyes, which look pretty cool. If you've done that, Kirsty, which I reckon you might have, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to our layers. We're going to go back down to the eyes. We're going to swipe on the eyes to the left and duplicate them. And then the bottom set of the eyes, we're actually going to go to Adjustments, Gaussian Blur and Layer. And we're going to swipe from left to right. And we're going to go up to say, we don't want to make them too big. So something roughly about 8% looks pretty good for me. And then tap on your adjustments when you're done. Toothless family. I'm starting my drive. Red lights. Always driving. Oh, while on YouTube. We always hit you at that perfect time when you're finishing work, don't we? Where did everyone go? Don't tell me you are all concentrated here. See you every 5 minutes then, Kat. Yeah, where is everybody? What's going on? So once you've added that glow, Kirsty, we need to take a look at the mouth. It's too bright. Too punchy. Oh, I get a stomachache as well. I need to learn how to do that like pen trick thing. So we're going to go back to the mouth. We're going to create another new layer above the lines that you may or may not have created before. Tap on it and clipping mask it. Change your color back to black. And then we're going to add a shadow on the underside. So going to go something under here. Just to create that sort of 3D mouth. Now you can, if you want to, press really hard and just so you know exactly where all your dark is. And that's fine. You can then go in and lower the opacity down. So say something darker than the body. So I've gone all the way down to say 60%, I think there. Just enough that that lowers it down enough. Oh, what have I done here? What layer is that on? It's on the white layer, is it? It's not on there. No, it's not. It's on this layer. What the heck? Hang on a second. They're all clipped, can't be that. That is digital, isn't it? Yeah, so what's happened here? Has to be above. Oh, I've gone and added something. I've added an artifact of some sort up here. Get rid of that. Okay. Oh, what's happening? I'm editing as always. No, you don't. That's for wallpapers, show-offs only. Dobby, tell him. Wait, what am I doing? New subscriber on YouTube. Aaron Shen. Hope I didn't butcher that. If you're watching in the chat, appreciate you dropping in and saying hello and also subscribing. I've got rid of it. It was just on an empty layer on its own. Okay. Kirsty, it's wallpapers on wallpapers. What we're going to do now, Kirsty's really... I'm not going to add anything to the green. That's far too bright as it already is. So the only thing I'm going to do is go to my layers, and above the body I'm going to create a new layer again above the pink here, so above the body of Gengar, and on that layer I'm going to tap on that layer and clipping mask it, clipping mask it, and then change the layer effect to add. And then if you go back to your colour that you use, so the pink for me, when you now paint over the top, you'll get a much brighter edge. So this is just an edge highlight at this point. You're really just, again, punching out that colour. We say it all the time. Punching out that colour on the right-hand edges of all of these little sections. And anywhere, really, you want to really just emphasise the lighting. But these extra highlights on top of your foundation highlights will really start to, I look like a repeating record on it. It'll punch out all those colours. Gives it a lot more depth. And we're going to go across the top here. That looks good. And then just around the top here of Gengar's head, we maybe just need to add in a little bit. Now this is going to be pretty hard to do without going too overboard. Got to be very light with this. Like, so easy to do. Also, I don't like that my layer's got a hole in it there. So I'm going to have to be super light with this. Now what I want to try and avoid is having a proper line there. And I think it looks alright. I think maybe I could go back down to the foundation colour and maybe just blend some of the original pink in a little bit more. Just to try and blur the edge of that line a smidge. That looks better. Loads better. And then let's do the same for the arms. Let's do an add layer here and an add layer here, because the pink we can get away with emphasising it a bit more. So above the right arm now, so over here, I'm going to create a new layer above it. I'm going to clipping mask it and I'm going to change it to add. And then let's go across the top here, adding in some bright pink, and then likewise reduce the brush size down, and just on the fingers here, just add in that brighter colour. And finally, let's go to the other arm on the left. So create a new layer, tap on it, clipping mask it above that arm and add it. Hopefully I've not gone too fast, but it's the same thing every single time. So on that right hand edge, just add that top highlight in, like so, and we've got a nice highlight in there. The pencil flippy thing is a no. Okay, roger that, roger that. And it's a Scottish slang. It's meant to pencil flippy thing. No, oh, I'm with you. And Kevin Just lower the opacity of the brush. Yeah, you could definitely do that. Sometimes I don't like doing that, Millie, because yes, so you are completely right in saying that to do so, 100%. I like to know how to adjust my pressure and learn, because we all talk about these pressure curves quite a bit, but if you can learn to control the pressure, it will make so much more, it'll give you so much more availability with brushes, especially things like brushes like the script brush, where the harder you press, the bigger the line gets. It's not just opacity, sometimes it's like the actual size, and if you can learn to control that, you can really start to create more. And Christy, that's actually it, really. I would maybe add here a little bit more color on the body, so I might go back to the body in my foundation layer color, and then just add in a smidge more pink around this right hand side. But ultimately, that's it. Now, if you want to mess with your colors, I'll show you a trick on how to do that. If you want to know how to do that, let me know. In case you find a different color combination that you prefer the look of. I can't believe it's only been an hour and a half we've been live. What battery percentage looking like? 33. We're all good. We're all good. Sorry, just catching up. Are you gonna do the hue trick? So we just need, before we do the hue trick, there's something we have to do in order to do it. So we'll do something in a second to show you how you can change the colors freely without, because if we do the hue trick, it's going to change the color of the eyes, and that's not what we want to do. We want to just change the color of the light sources. So I'm going to show you how you could go about doing that. But it does include the hue, but there's a layer and a step we've got to do before. Right, pencil control is important, but I try to use it in combination with the available controls. Absolutely. I mean, listen, this is the best bit about it, is the fact it's digital art. It's just so many things, and just makes life so much easier to create these designs. It just makes life so much better. Has it dragged for you tonight, Joel, or something? To be honest, no, it's not dragged. It's absolutely flown. Absolutely flown. Okay, so what we're going to do, right at the very top, Cassie, we're going to create a new layer. And what we're going to do is we're going to pick a different colour that we want to try. So let's say we try this like tealy blue colour. Has my screen changed colour? Thought it had. So I'm going to pick this blue colour here, for example, this light sort of tealy blue. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, on that new layer at the top, I'm going to tap on its layer effects, and I'm actually going to go down to the option of hue first. Now what that will do is, that will mean that what we paint on colour-wise, it will hue the layer underneath and all the content underneath to that new colour we're painting in. So I'm painting in this sort of colour up in the top right hand corner, and then as you can see, when I get close to Gengar, I'm actually now painting him in the colour. Now what you want to do is only paint over the colour that you added from that direction. So I need to avoid the eyes. So I'm going to paint all the top of him into here. Again, I need to avoid the eyes, so I just need to lower the opacity down as much as I can. Over the top of the arms, like so. And that's good. And then likewise the top of the arms here as well. Something like that is fine. And if you can get a bit closer to the eyes, you can get a bit closer to the eyes. Just avoid that glow that we initially put in there. So that hues the colour. Now, the best thing about that is, if we then go to that, we've done it with one colour, but what we can then do is go to that layer, and we on the same layer we can change the colour down here. So if I wanted to change this now to say reddy orange colour, so one of these reds here, I can paint in down here with the red. Again, it's only going to hue the colours underneath. So if you've got a design like this where you've got a dark background and you're drawing in and painting in, it's perfect, because you've already got all of the you've already got the background set to the correct colour. So now I'm drawing in and I've hued in those colours. Now they're starting to collide a little bit here, so I may have to just sort of blur that line out a little bit with the eraser maybe. But that's how you can go about adding that in there. So I'm just trying to show you the quick effect on how you can do it. Now on that layer, if you've done that, now you can go ahead and hue it. You can go up to your adjustments, hue, saturation and brightness, and when you select the layer option, because you've added 2 new colors, you can slide through this slider and either make sure that Gengar's in a rave of some sort, or just pick a color that you like. You know, I quite like the look of that sort of orangey color with this really nice like pastel-y blue underneath. That looks really cool. You can just scroll through the slider and then take a look at the different color combinations. That looks really cool. The bright, pretty dark red up there and the light blue underneath. I might even save that as is. Love that. That's cool. And we are done with our Gengar tutorial. Let me catch up with Discord while I wait. Does this look like a convincing guitar or whatever it's called? Yeah, it does. And that material's sick. Are they 2 separate brushes, Dobby? I guess in the outline around the edges. These texture brushes, Dobby, are sick. Did you have to pay for them? No, it's cool. I really want to think about like branching out to you know, do some different tutorials, but with brushes that are paid for, if people are up for it. But I would want to do something along the lines of speaking to the creator of such brushes and then trying to maybe sort out maybe like a discount, or a discount code or something, that, you know, whether it's 50% off or something, because I don't want to be limited sometimes to free brushes. You know, sometimes we need to maybe push the boat out and try some of the paid ones. You know, it probably will affect my views and stuff, but you know, if it means that we can create something we've not done before, such as those textures, I think it's going to be really cool. It's Abby Nurse's Whip Stitch craft kit is sick. If you can, could you send me the link? Just DM us the link if you don't mind. And Kirsty, that is sick. You nailed it. Those eyes look sick. They look really aggressive. Love that. Look at that. Hey, Kirst? You ended up getting a one-to-one tutorial in the end tonight. All it took was a bit of pestering. And your wish came true. No, it's sick. That looks really good. The eyes look fantastic. They look super aggressive. The shading and the highlights looks awesome. Especially that the sort of lighting coming from the top. You smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. You're very welcome for your one-to-one. And I got to keep my clothes on. So that's a win. Whip Stitch craft kit. Let's take a look at this really quickly. Wow, there's quite a lot in here. $25. 50% when you buy 2 or more. See, I wonder if I could like get in contact with her. Maybe work some out, but the work that they put in for those brushes is unbelievable. Oh, Some of those textures are great. Very impressed. That's probably the one of the best brush sets I've seen in terms of what I like in terms of the textures. They look fantastic. Job, both of those creators have responded to my messages on Instagram. Oh, okay, cool. That's reassuring that I can maybe speak to them. I mean, I'm guessing she does tutorials already. Oh, where's Discord gone? Sorry, folks, you can't even see any of this. I'm just trying to... Do they... not DMs, but comments. Oh, okay, I'll try. Do you think that... Do they do tutorials, either of them, Dobby? If they do, I won't bother, because they probably... Abby does a few tutorials, but not many. Uh-oh. Julie, run. Julie, run. Okay. Well, maybe I'll sort that out at some point. Right, let's get on with my doodle of the day, or doodle of the week. I have no ideas. I've not done this yet. Before you all start crying, I've not done this. Doodle challenges. Week 5. Here's my line. And just so you know, these up here are just the extra content. Again, don't start crying. It's fine. Let me just make sure I've duplicated that. I have. So I can go in here and just make all these changes. That nothing exists, alright? Kirsty, I can't concentrate on what I was saying. Shush. Right, what am I going to do? Folks, can I also just give you guys a massive thank you for all of your wonderful welcomes that you give everybody in the Discord. This Discord is growing all the time and you guys make it. The warm welcomes you give everybody, it's awesome to see. I appreciate all the help. Okay. Okay, I think I'm sorted. Joe, great. You should give your Discord link in your link set on your bios. Is it not in there? There's so many things to keep up with. I actually forget sometimes to go and like make sure everything is updated. But if it's not, I'll definitely go in and take a look. Right, let's do my Doodle challenge. If you're watching this and you're not aware of what the Doodle challenge is, I give my Discord members a squiggle every single week over on Discord, and from there I just ask that you try and create a different design based off of it. So you use this line in your design somewhere. And if you're new here and you've not seen them before, last week for example, we had this line here, yellow line, and then this was my creation from it. Last week I also challenged patrons, or not patrons, Discord users, to use a brush that they'd never used before. So that's something that we can try and use if you want to really push the boat out. But otherwise I'm going to create a design from this one. It's not. I thought it wasn't there because it'll be crazy amounts of people. Oh, it's not in there. Wait, so it's not in my bio on YouTube. Is that what you're asking? Is that what you're saying? Oh, this mouse has just died on me. Use the other one. Let's go to my videos first. Give 2 seconds, folks. Oh, do you guys want a sneak peek at the weekend's tutorial? Yeah, you do. Hold fire. Is Cat here? Is Cat here? Cat, say hello if you are here. Your Discord is in your Insta bio. I haven't looked at your other places. Customization. Basic information. No, it is in my bio. Cat is driving, you're right. I'll wait for Cat. My name's Joe, Patreon. Yes, already there. It's not. I thought it wasn't there because it'll be crazy amounts of people. Are you guys not seeing the in my YouTube bio? You're not seeing it. Open my channel. Ignore me then. I was having a senior moment. So if I go to arrow on the right, I go to about. Yeah, it's there. There's also a link in the very top right on the banner as well. What's it doing? Right, let's get this doodle done. Right, so how I envision this when I see it, I see these as sort of hills making their way into the water. So you guys spoke about water before, so I'm actually just going to extend this line. I can't get this line right. Into there, and then I'm gonna go straight up from this line. So I'm gonna try and just sort of create a rough shape there, something like that. It's fine. Drag and drop that in. So that's like my shoreline in a sense. And how I think I envision this going is I'm going to create some layers underneath for the background. I've got no idea what palette I'm going to use. Shall I try and find one? Let's try and use something that I know would actually work for this style. That could be pretty fun. Should we do that? Let's do that. No. Yeah. It's got purple here. Got reds and yellows. No, you didn't miss a sneak peek. Sorry, I've just had my own senior moment. I've spoken about something and just completely forgotten. Let's have a look at this weekend's tutorial while we've got Jarl here. So if we go into YouTube and let me go back and turn on the background color. This is this weekend's tutorial. So this was requested. Hang on, that's actually wrong. I think I'm missing. That doesn't look right to me. That's better. That's better. So that is this weekend's tutorial. It was requested by Kat, I think it was. It was a really, an older design now, something I'd done a while ago, but I just never got around to making a tutorial on it. Now, I've made sure it's Halloween themed in a sense by adding in 2 different brushes. So there is a wolf and there is a werewolf. So if I go and turn off the wolf and create a new layer, there is 2 available stamps in this collection. One is a wolf, as I mentioned, and one is a werewolf. So you saw the wolf a second ago. Let me just tap in the old werewolf, scale that down, maybe even rotate it just to match the contour of the cliff top, and then I'll even duplicate it. Let's actually do it. Flip it. Oh, flip it vertically, Joel. Link those feet up a second. There you go. So, or you can have a werewolf themed one. So it's totally up to you. But it's just a bit of a sort of midnight moon scene, really. I prefer it with the wolf personally, like the original wolf. I think it looks quite something a bit beautiful about it. But that is the tutorial for the weekend. I do actually have a little glow actually at the top. It's a quick and easy tutorial, to be honest with you. I think it's about 22 minutes. 22 minutes, I think, to get through this. We're going to use the tree stamp collection. We're going to use the wolf that I've provided, or werewolf stipple collection for the clouds, the stars in the sky. Now, I could go ahead and make that a bit longer, but sometimes I like to keep them. I definitely like to create some variation on my YouTube, but sometimes the shorter ones have most likelihood of doing very well. And I like to give you. I've started to sort of realize my balance is more keep it sort of minimal on YouTube sometimes, and then try and expand it a bit more on Patreon, give you guys a bit more of a challenge. But that may flip from time to time. You may see a long YouTube video come out, you may see a short Patreon. But that's this weekend's design. So I tried to keep it somewhat tied into the Halloween theme. I can't lie, I'm already getting a bit bored of the Halloween stuff. I feel like, what have I got to do? I've only done maybe, how many? How many have I done? Pumpkin, the cutout, the mask. I've not even done a bat yet or anything, but and this werewolf one, I guess, is somewhat themed. I feel like if I'd have maybe done a whole month on YouTube, that would have been fine, like not alongside Patreon, but in my mind I'm starting to maybe try and drift a bit away from it. However, having said that, at some point there will be a tutorial for, there was a design I did not that long ago of text, and it was a pumpkin style bit of text. This one, I think I still want to do this. Like if I zoom in, it's like it will learn how to create 3D text. You create that sort of pumpkin look to it. It's a really cool font. And it's actually two really cool fonts, because you've got this one here. Again, using the tree stipple tree collection here, just to sort of frame this sort of landscape, and the moon here making its way down. And I think that's something I will want to do. I think that'll probably be, I'm gonna say Patreon. I think it might be your next Patreon exclusive for October, which is the last one in October, I think it is. Is that next week? Let me check my calendar of when I penned you in for. Yeah, next Wednesday is your next exclusive. Yep. So if you're happy with this, I know there's a couple of patrons here. If you're happy with the spooky season text, I would like to do that as your next Patreon exclusive. So that's probably what we're going to do. And then YouTube wise, I've got some cool ideas that could be related to Halloween in some way, because they are going to be adjustable content. So I've got some cool ideas, but I'm definitely trying to go backwards and get through some of the older designs at the same time. It is a good suggestion by Kat. I'm glad she went back and pulled some of out, because I actually totally forgot about them. So Kirsty, I was thinking of doing a bat at some point, but again, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. So I did a bat, like, I can't believe how long I've had the iPad now, but I did a bat a while ago. I'm talking like when I first got my iPad. I don't even think it's in this stack. It's not in this stack. I think it's in a different stack. I think it might be, it's not in that one either. It's not in that one. I think it's in this one. So I did this bat, but again, it was a long time ago, and I'm not sure I even want to do it. Not enough colour in there for a start. It's very black and white. Sometimes is really tricky. I love that. Yes, to the spooky season one. Last year, BJ Dell did a Halloween tutorial every day in October. Not gonna lie, I was a little burnt out by the end. Wow, who's that? BJ Dell. Let's take a look at their channel real quick. B-Day. Oh, BJ. Jesus, Joe. Oh, B-Day. BJ. No, BJ is even worse. BJ Dell. Oh, I know this guy. Yeah, I've seen this guy before. His cartoons are fantastic. Maybe you should though, Joel. What do you mean? What did I miss there? Oh, please, please, please. What, the bat? What, Marie, you want the bat? Make the bat purple. Make it likeable to you. That is true. I could maybe add some lighting on there. Oh, guys. Fine. We'll do it. Trying to think how I'd even put that together. We've got to create all these shapes. Okay, fine. This. Okay, you're getting like a sneak peek of a sneak peek. This will do something similar. I might not do the background. I might just do the bat. It's going to be too long for YouTube. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so we'll do the bat for YouTube next weekend. And then we'll do spooky season text design for Patreon next week. So this spooky season text here. So that's going to be... Yeah, and you guys are killing me. Okay, we'll do that. I'm starting to get a bit concerned about the old power swing here a little bit. Know what I mean? It's I think I need to just put the ball back in my court a little bit. Marie, I'm coming into your live stream on Saturday and I'm demanding all sorts. I want a paper mache lobster on stream right now. Get it done. Deal, Joel. You're awesome. You love us though, Joel. We love you. Hey. I don't care, Marie. You gotta work it out. I mean, you gotta work it out. Okay, so let me just take a quick look at this for 2 seconds. Outline, motion blur, glow, 2 of them in a gradient. Okay. Right, let's do I was messing with this, by the way, earlier, in case you keep seeing this fella keep popping up. Like, it's creating sort of separate layers of colour. It looks a bit too... Like, I obviously don't like the colours of it. I literally was messing around with it prior to coming on stream. But it's a way of, like... If you smooth out all the lines, it could look really cool. But, yeah. I'm going to come back to work it out. Right, what was it there? Doodle. Oh, what's she saying? What are you saying? Come on, man. Okay, right. Okay, let's get this sorted. Where was the palette I was using? I'm going to go for a lighter palette, which is not very me. Don't know why, I just always feel like a design always just looks better when it's darker. It's just my preference. do your doodle. Self-portrait. You ever seen, did you know you can create filters for your face that with AR stick to your face in Procreate? And I bet you're going to go, oh Joe, go on, do one. Just shows the feature, never seen it before. Thinking that I'll be a sucker and just, pull out the old webcam on here. I mean, I'm not going to fall for it if that's what you're going to plan on doing. But have you ever seen it? It's pretty cool. Magic. It's coming together. Okay, so let's go down here. I want to create the same with the same color, but I may just darken it for a second. Maybe some sort of, what should I put down here? Could add some trees. That would be the quickest, simplest option for a doodle. I've never seen it, so a tutorial would be nice. But as you said, you won't. I genuinely the other day was going to do a face, just chuck a picture of myself in there. But I know, where is Julie? Can I even see the viewer? I can't even see who's. Oh, Kevin, is that you over on... Kevin, is that you on... Wait, hang on. Can I even find that out? No, I don't think I can. Kevin, is that you on... I'm guessing it is because it's the same guy we were just talking about. The bat from BJ Dell. That's so cool. That texture in the background as well is awesome. I love stuff like that. It's just a whole like sort of skill in itself to try and nail that stuff. Gotcha. Well, appreciate you dropping in, Kevin, and saying hello. What should we do here? Let's try and draw like a house, maybe. Like a wood cabin house. Or do we do... I've seen these before. Let me just quickly grab a reference image. Oh, you can see a picture of my owl there. Well, a tattoo anyway. Let's grab fishing dog. Chat, can you see this owl? See that owl? Don't know if you can see. If I turn, can you guys see that there's a heart underneath here? There's a heart just there. Silly Joel at I don't even know how old I was. Getting just a single initial for a girl. What a fool. Oh, I hope you didn't knock off work early just to be here, but if you did, that's unbelievable dedication. What could I'm just trying to look for a reference image here. You got someone's initial. I got an A, a single initial on me, like an absolute. Well, I like to keep these streams PG, so let's try and do that, shall we? Listen, when you're young, you make mistakes, don't you? And that's it. That's fine. We can all make mistakes. I don't know what came over me, but there's a little tattoo story for you. Yes, I know, Kirsty. I got covered up with an owl because an owl is wise, and now I am wiser. Kevin Hicks. I knew a guy years ago who had his own name tattooed on his arm. Damn. I mean, I've got my name, but it's not mine. It's like, it's Joel, but in Chinese, traditional Chinese, and then the year of the rooster. But that's it. I don't know anybody. Everybody said to him, but what were you thinking, dude? Seriously, yeah. I wouldn't get my own actual name though, like in the old English language written on me. So I'm trying to create like a log platform here. Really? Oh, that is actually crooked. Oh, that actually looks kind of cool, crooked like that. Okay, I actually like that. That's a mistake, but actually turned out pretty cool. Ah, my funny moment went unnoticed. What did you do? Oh, Joel, that was a rookie mistake. Wait, what did you say? Oh, what did I miss? You got someone's initial on you. Where was your funny? One of my best stuff starts out as mistakes. No, that is true. It's they're the best mistakes. When you get when you get one that pays off, it's always best to try and do them. Okay, now I'm going to cut both of their legs off. Not with that brush. I might actually just quickly go to Google and find a fishing silhouette, because I can't be bothered to do one. Two seconds. Screw it. You said we all make mistakes. I said, yeah, I've made a ton of them myself. Oh no, I didn't even see the divorce line. Where is that? I can't even see that message. Gosh, you're right. I don't even see that message. I was probably going to get nuts now with notifications coming in. Wow. That's crazy. I just got an email from... No way. Wait, what? Hang on a second, folks. Check my emails. Yeah, that's the one. I'll have to check this out. Oh, hang on. Maybe I should have it on my phone. Oh, hang on. What? What the heck? Sorry, let me go back to notifications. I'll have to sort that out later. Right, let's go back to here. Take a look at the chat where you guys are. No, sorry. YouTube sent me a message about something, and then it doesn't even. They're then telling me it doesn't matter. So that's a stupid thing to send. I'm getting annoyed now. Where is the one and only Julie? Yeah, where is Julie? Sorry, Cassie. Sorry, I didn't mean to stress you there. Okay, let's copy this image because I want to paste this in here. And then I want to just scale this geezer up and then get rid of all the stuff we don't need from it. So, give you some more context, sorry. You can now post YouTube Shorts. Now, YouTube Shorts work very differently to like YouTube videos. You have to hit a certain amount of views to actually get paid for them. It's weird. You don't get paid for views in a normal way, and they will reach out to you if you've hit the right amount. Weirdly, they have reached out to me on the YouTube app, but then completely denied it when you click on the link. So it makes little sense at all. Yes, I'm talking about shorts. Yeah, sorry, I got my head down then for a second. Yeah, sorry, I was talking about YouTube shorts. They yeah, weirdly reached out, but now claiming that it's not available. I wasn't eligible, but they sent me the message to say I was. I got that too. Yeah, literally an hour ago. Okay, so let me just quickly check. Were they just tested something? Because, let me just check Twitter. YouTube down, shorts, not shirts, shorts. Yeah, looks like it went out to loads of people. Oh, that's really weird. That's cool. Hey, and Cat's back. Glad to see you made it home all right. You have to be under the YouTube... So I'm already under the YouTube partnership program. But the thing is, it's really strange how they do it. Even if I get, say... Because I got like nearly 50,000 views on one short the other day. Even if you get 50,000 views on a short, like normally on a YouTube video, that would work out as some ad money. But on a YouTube short, it doesn't work like that. They will literally reach out to certain people and say, you've done a certain amount, so we're happy to give you X amount of money. But otherwise, you could still hit, say, like, I don't know, let's just spitball an idea. If you could hit like 100,000 views a month on shorts, but if a lot of other people are still getting more than you, they will not reach out to you. So it's weird. It's not for everyone. You have to be in sort of selected to do so. Now, what that criteria is, I don't know. But yeah, it's just a very strange program. I don't understand why they did it that way, but I also understand in a sense why they did, because their budget's a lot smaller than like normal YouTube. It's weird that so many people got wait, what did I miss? I've missed like the whole chat. Just mark the good pubs on a map, I'll be fine. I am working on the Doodle challenge. This is the Doodle challenge. Don't like these lines though. Where is Julie? This is actually really strange. She was here and now she's gone. Maybe I've helped her fall asleep for the evening. That was she's just keeping quiet. Doesn't want Kirsty hassling her. I'll send you a link to the video he's watching on YouTube. Explains it all. I listened to, if you're interested, not that it's anything to do with me, so it kind of sounds like I'm plugging it. There's a podcast called Tube Talk, and on there they talk about everything YouTube all the time. But yeah, feel free to send me the link. I'd like to watch what he's also watching. But yeah, I listen to that every week, and they tend to cover everything YouTube, which is pretty ideal. The angle of that is completely wrong. This here, this is wrong. This needs to be liquefy, push. This here needs to be like basically push down. I'll redo it in a second to like that, because this needs to be right here in the front, not at that angle. It doesn't make any sense. So let's rotate that, force that down like that, and maybe even just scale it so it lands a bit further down here. That's better. Then let's grab all of the rings as well, scale that and move that into position here. That's better, much better. Although I did actually reach out to Tube Talk and said, do you want I'd like to happily go on. Sometimes you just got to do it. You got to reach out, haven't you? Otherwise, the world won't come to you sometimes. Julie, darling, where are you? Okay, so that's looking pretty good. I quite like the flat design to it. Could go ahead and add some more stuff in here. Also, maybe I could pick a slightly off yellow warm background there. I think that is really cool. I'm not going to shout that. Oh, damn. Wrong layer. And then let's grab the dock. Oh, that's cool. Okay, we'll just have to pine for Julie in silence. Hope she's okay. It's totally unlike her. It is unlike her. I wonder what she's doing. How weird that they sent out a test notification like that. That's just teasing. Okay, I think I'll create maybe some shadows in here underneath now. That I've started adding them. I think I should maybe try and add some more, you know. And go all the way around. I want to keep this one kind of blocky and a bit simple, I think. And Marie, yes, thank you. Send friend request. Accept. Hello, darling. Hello. 26% on that layer. Down. Now, I don't like the way that dock also goes over the top of that, so I think maybe I'm going to select the lower part of the dock and remove it from that layer to avoid overlaps. Thanks, Mary. Thanks for sending me the link. Appreciate that. Kevin, we've got to go. Got to make some dinner. See you later. Kevin, appreciate you dropping in. As always, appreciate the support. It's awesome to see some familiar faces. So thank you for dropping in. Enjoy your dinner. And maybe we'll still be on when you're done. But otherwise, I'll see you next Wednesday. Kirsty, that's looking fire, John. Oh, thank you. Shall we make a wee little tutorial about it later? Maybe one day. Cool. Joe, why is it on Instagram all of us patrons follow you, yet you don't follow back? Like, as patrons, I think we deserve a little follow maybe, or it's just me you don't follow. I think I do follow the odd person, to be honest with you. I actually can't remember. I did try and think about, like, oh, do I set up a group, like a close people, you know, sort of thing on there, but it doesn't really work because people come and go all the time. But Kirsty, I will happily follow you, pal. What's your username? Can't even type. Kirsty, send me a message on. He follows some of us, I think. I do, just occasionally I'll just simply just drop a follow back. I don't really think about it too much. If it means that much to you, my petal, I will do exactly the same. You're not an idiot, you muppet. Yeah, muppet. Okay, so what do I also want to do? Do I want to add in... I don't know how far I want to go with this, because I actually quite like... Tell you what would be really cool at this point is to add in maybe some highlights, but in the warm yellow of the background, but in like a brush that's maybe like pretty abstract, maybe. Like, not grunge, something that maybe has a pattern in it. Not dots. Not stipples. Definitely not a deer. Let's try and find one that maybe will work. All these canvas ones. These ones from Tatty, these are some free ones that she did. Like, they look awesome for something like this. You could add in like a highlight over the top, something like that maybe. Do we change it? Do you want a different type of musical? I don't really mind too much. Let's have a look. Although sometimes this type of music just keeps me energized in a sense. It's a long old stream, this one. We got to keep the energy up somehow. I'm trying to find a brush that I think would look cool, but I'm not really liking a lot of them. Oh, hang on. Oh no, where did that just go? There we go. Oh, what an interesting brush. I don't know if I want to add lighting and shading. I think we'll see how this mountain looks and see if I carry on with this effect. I think it looks better flatter, you know. I think what I want to do is just simply go back up to, say, the sky layer and add in some birds. Get the glow sticks out. Absolutely. I think this, you could do so much to it, and I just don't think I want to. Like, I don't even really like these shadows under here because they add a bit too much, to be honest with you. You could maybe add like a cherry blossom or something, like in the same purple as, say, this layer here, I think. I checked that out there for a sec, but like something. I don't even know how to draw a cherry blossom. I haven't got one in my mind. Where are we? Chrome. Tree. Ah, that's the one. That's the type of thing I want to draw. Okay, so let's create the basic shape here. So we go. That's the basic shape. So sometimes if you're looking at a reference photo, that's the best way to start. And then from there, you've got the movement and the flow of the tree that you can then start to flush it out. So you sort of use that line as a guide. Let me get the chat up again and see what you guys are talking about. I think the shading looked really nice. Oh, what, on the mountains that I just now got rid of. I can maybe go back and do it. I'll revisit it in a second. So let's do the main part here. Way up into some sort of peak up here and weltering away towards the top. Okay, that's cool. Sorry, I'm concentrating on what you're drawing. Where is everyone tonight? Yeah, we've still got numbers. I mean, we keep fluctuating between I think it's like 13, I think maybe roughly we've been at. What is going on with my colour threshold lately? Why is it shouldn't be doing that? It's actually super frustrating. I don't know why it keeps giving me these gaps. So yeah, sorry, that's how I sometimes draw a tree that I'm going to draw in. Start off with the basic formation of it, so a simple line, and then you can go ahead and then fill it out starting from the bottom, making your way all the way up to the top, creating the rest of the tree. Sorry. So now I know, like, and I'm looking at a silhouette of one now. Is I can literally, like, I've literally just got my head up right now, just looking at the tree and just sort of drawing it out without looking at the screen. Just create that simple shape, and then from there brush is far too large. New subscriber on YouTube, Ender Joe. If you are here, appreciate the subscription on YouTube, and another one as well. Who is that? Is it just the same thing twice? Oh no, we got Violent Cargo as well. If you're here in the chat, appreciate you being here. If you are, come say hello. We do these live streams every single Wednesday. And today I'm doing the Doodle challenge that I have posted over on my Discord. What brush are you using for that tree? So I'm using Script 1. I think I've maybe used this in another tutorial somewhere. It's a variation of the script brush where sometimes I deviate from the original settings just to try and create brushes that I can use that just have slightly different. I want to keep the original one. Sometimes I don't really like adjusting them, but if you want it, I can send it to you. Because I'm good to you lot like that. Okay, I'll take a look at the mountains afterwards. And now we're just adding in all the different branches. Add in the main ones first, and then you can build branches off of them. You had that line there, maybe. You had that line there, maybe. Oh, maybe I'm referring to something a little bit that I did before. See, the thing is with a cherry blossom, a lot of the time the sort of branches tend to like make their way horizontally. So you have to bear that in mind. Because then what you can do is maybe like position that, say, here. I don't want to cut that off just yet. Create a new layer, and then from there just create all the flowers. And you can literally just place them anywhere. So what I might do is actually just create one cherry blossom, like a really good one. You're ever going to duplicate a layer and just reuse it over and over, just try to create some different sizes and rotations of it, and someone won't be able to pick up on it that well. It'll just become a blur. It's very cool. Only thing I really dislike about doing like petals and stuff, they take so long to do, like so long to do. And you gotta make sure the tree is like covered, you know. You have to do a certain amount to get that effect and make it look right, you know. So it takes a little bit of patience to get something like this done. I just added in some, oh, I've gone crazy with that one. Extra. Get some smaller ones off the end there. That's looking pretty cool. Is there a way of me quickly being able to cheat at this? Whoa. Oh, that's coming along quite well. Oh. Very cool. Margaret. So, where is your paper mache lobster going? So. She's gone quiet because she's, working very hard on it. And that's fine. I'll let her off. I did request it. Very sort of late notice as well. I mean, she's such a good soul doing it for us, Good on her. That looks pretty cool. Pretty happy with that. That cherry blossom is looking so pretty. Thank you. I think I could do with a lot more over here. Don't know why. I must have a little bit of something over here on the left hand side somewhere. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. I think that's going to do it, to be honest with you. I don't think I'm going to add much more. Something like this is meant to be super sort of minimalistic, and I quite like the look of it. I quite like the look. I think that's pretty cool. I think having now looked at Matey Boy here, we could quite easily draw that in next time. So maybe we do, maybe this could be a tutorial in, November? I quite like it. I think it's very cool, very simple, pretty easy to do, really. Some the mountains in the background, keep them simple, minimalistic. Get this shape right here, the cherry blossom. Hypothetically, if we were to duplicate the cherry blossom, let's say flip it, not vertically, kind of an upside down one, and then just scale that down into the background. Would that look too similar or even too cramped? Could we scale it down and move it like over here? And maybe even adjust the shape of it, like completely, like erase all of this. And then just send it like over here somewhere. Sometimes you have like these proper leaning ones. And they look pretty cool. And that actually just looks like a completely different one. Quite like that. What do you reckon, 2 or 1? Let me know in the chat. I love the look of it. It'll be an original origami snowball. Marie, does that mean you're not working on it? Heck no. Yeah, that looks cool. Oh, that looks cool. I'll submit that into the Discord. Anyway, this, if we start at the top, this was from the Doodle challenge. What's that on Discord? Did I just miss something that didn't look like it should be posted? Thought I saw somebody post something that did not look like it should be in the Discord then. Definitely looked like it did. No. What time is it, Joel? Wait, it is 11:30. Jesus, 11:30. Well, this is absolutely flown. So this was done by the Doodle from our little Doodle challenge over on Discord, which is this little line here. So I'm going to save that. Actually, let's share that straight into Discord. Let's go from here. Let's go to Discord. Let's go to here. Let's go to and let's turn off that line and let's share that in the Discord. Oh, Marie, I was so excited to see a finished product. That's what time it'll be for my live. Oh, okay, 11:30 on Saturday. I can do that, I think. The next one will be earlier. I mean, I don't really typically go to bed till about midnight anyway, so I can definitely drop in. Saturday, I will do my absolute best to be there. Just drop me a message otherwise, just shouting at me to be there, and I will be there. Yeah, long and hard about how deserving he is. Cat, I'd share the color palette. I'd share the color palette for Gengar. Oh, did you share? I shared the color palette for Gengar, yeah, on in the general chat. So you can watch this whole thing back, Kat. If you want to do the Gengar thing, I did it live with Kirsty earlier on. So this video will be up. I'm about to end shortly in a second anyway, so you'll be able to watch it back should you want to this evening and do that. I may even end up... I might actually try, and cut that up and make it an extra YouTube, because you do have the ability to take your live videos and chop them up into videos that you can then use. So maybe I'll try and do that, because that is a whole tutorial in itself, but it's just done a bit differently to normal. So I see Gengar, but not the palette. The palette was straight underneath it in the general chat. It's Gengar swatches. I can see it straight underneath. Oh, found it. Okay, Roger. You're very welcome. And this is my Doodle challenge. So that's my Doodle for the week. Done. You can't shout at me any longer. And I think I shared it in that. I did. Oh, Kat, I've just seen yours actually. Done. Might add a little bit to it later, but I'm happy with it as it is. That's awesome. Lovely little sunset. And I love the water effect, just the same as we did for there was one that was kind of close to that, wasn't it? It was like the Jets. No, it was Cooper. That's fantastic. Love that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much as always for dropping in, showing your support. Dobby, if you're still here, I appreciate the super chat as well. You're fantastic. I appreciate the support. And just everybody being in here, as always, you guys are fantastic. Try and get your doodles done if you can. Well, I'll post them every Wednesday. But yeah, give yourself a little challenge. Maybe use some brushes you've not done before. What was I going to say? Oh, let me show you the tutorial again, just in case you weren't here earlier on when I showed the preview of this weekend's tutorial. it is this design here, a little wolf at the midnight hour. And it comes with 2 brushes. You can either do a wolf or you can do a werewolf. It's totally up to you, your decision. So it's totally up to you. Guys, it's been fantastic. Again, I'm just always so amazed by you guys always turning up every Wednesday to come say hello. So I appreciate you all being here. Some new faces here as well. Alexander, Margaret as well. So I appreciate you being here. If you're not already a patron, you can get access to all the other Patreon tutorials when you sign up. So you can join our community as well. And you get access to all these tutorials here. If there's any here that you want me to quickly take a look at while you're here, or if you're thinking about joining, there's a link in my description, which is patreon.com/JoelCreate. There's the cheapest tier, gets you access to everything still. And if you want to, you can go up a tier if you wish. But otherwise, you get extra benefits on my Discord. You get extra tutorials every month, 3 a month. And we're continuing to grow. We get this is the latest Patreon exclusive tutorial. If you haven't already seen it, it's doing really well. People are loving it. People are coming up with some crazy colors and crazy different styles of it. It looks amazing what they've all been coming up with. So that's that one. And yeah, you get access to all the previous tutorials. You get 3 a month and access to all of these that we've been going through. So if you're not already a patron, there's a link in the description down below, I believe. But otherwise, patreon.com/JoelCreate, or just search on Patreon for JoelCreate. And that's it. Again, I keep saying it, but I appreciate all of you turning up every single week, coming in, saying hello, whether you're at work or it's first thing in the morning. If you're down under, like Christy, for example. So, as always, thank you so much for saying hello and popping in, and I will be live again next Wednesday. New tutorial up on Friday, and then we will see each other next Wednesday, and also for a Patreon exclusive tutorial next Wednesday. Have a lovely day, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. I love every single one of you, and we shall see each other at the same time next week. Oh yeah, don't forget to like the live. Don't leave. Hit that like button. Don't leave. Hit that like button. Good night.